Hey guys, and welcome along to this video. We thought we would do an update on Corralejo's main street in December for you. We're going to start off here at Las Palomeras.
Yeah, in this video, we're going to show you what Corralejo is like, show you how busy it is, talk about the COVID stats, and also Christmas is coming up, so we're going to let you know what Christmas is like here in the Canary Islands.
Yeah, we were here last Christmas by accident because of the pesky pandemic. We were here last Christmas. It looks like we're going to be here this Christmas as well. So, yeah, second Christmas in Spain. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it feels weird to be here for Christmas, because normally it's quite sunny, quite warm, and you expect Christmas to have some snow, have that cold indoor feeling.
Yeah, quite a lot of people obviously come away on holiday for Christmas to get some of the sunshine, but for me, I've always preferred it being cold and like snowy at Christmas.
Yeah, it doesn't really have the proper Christmas feeling for me personally. But
No.
people have been here a longer time say they get used to it and they start to feel like that feels like Christmas.
And I think King's Day is celebrated more here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's on the 5th of January. Is that right?
Yeah, when they just basically have like 3 camels strolling through the main street. We'll video that this year. You'll get to see that. So we're just looking at Tuxedos, which is I think closed down.
I'm not sure yet. I haven't heard anything about them recently, so maybe.
And it looked pretty closed down up there at the moment. And here is Zara on our left-hand side, which looks like it's being taken over by another closed shop. Guess?
Yeah. You were waiting for me to guess, weren't you?
Yeah, it was a little bit.
But it's called guess.
The closed shop guess.
But back to Christmas last year, I just wanted to tell everyone what happened because it was an absolute disaster, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, go on.
So last year we went back on, what day do you believe? The 19th, I think?
Yeah.
The 19th of December. We're thinking, go home, spend Christmas with our families. Whilst we were in the air flying, the rules got changed. It was going mental with COVID and all the countries like closing their borders.
Yeah, no, you'll remember the day. It was the day that Boris cancelled Christmas. We were flying over Portugal on the way home as Boris announced that Christmas was cancelled.
Well, that day was the day we flew. And when we landed, everyone was talking about it in the queues, weren't they? They're like, oh my God, have you heard the news? We were like, what's happening? In the end, we ended up spending 2 days home and had to leave on the 21st after getting like multiple tests and panicking. And it was a nightmare because everyone was trying to get tests. Everyone was trying to fly. So there were like no spaces anywhere. You ended up like going halfway across the country to get tests.
I went all the way up to Luton to get a test at one point. I went to the airport on the day before we managed to fly, just waiting for results to come back on my COVID test, which didn't come back. So I went to the airport, then went back to the house, and then went to the airport again the next day and actually got on a plane.
God, disaster. And me and my sister Katie, we actually had to leave England on my mum's birthday, which is a bit heartbreaking. Yeah. Didn't get to spend Christmas with them.
Happy birthday, Ange.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mum. And yeah, a bit of a nightmare, but we were happy to like get back home to Corralejo because at one point we thought we were going to be locked out. So when we got here, we were like super relieved that we managed to get back at least.
Anyway, good luck with your Christmas travels. Hope we haven't put you off too much.
Yeah.
Talking of that, you need a test from Clinic Brisimar.
That is Clinic Brisimar. So when you need a test, that is where you go. That is just brutal, David.
Oh dear.
I want to say I'm sure this year will be better, but there's no guarantees, can we? But yeah, the general vibe of the town, it's dropped off a little bit in terms of like the busyness. Like the end of November was really busy, really good atmosphere. And I think it's normal to dip a little bit before Christmas, but I think also all like the COVID rules and everything changing is also putting people off travelling.
Yeah, so in the last week or so, if you watched our last video where we updated you, we moved into level 3 and the rules changed where Boris announced that you need a test before you return to the UK now. I think this is all partly because we're going into level 3 especially. It's partly because the COVID cases on this island have gone up quite high recently. We were over 450 the other day. As of yesterday, we're down to 396 cases of COVID with 5 in hospital and 2 in ICU.
So yeah, things are... Well, hopefully it looks like they're going to be improving. And like you said, what was it? I can't remember the exact statistics, but like there were a few people that got COVID the other day and loads had recovered the same day. So
yeah, so basically because it's been 10 days, we were having a few days where there was loads of new cases. And since it's been 10 days since the high new cases numbers, it now means that we're getting high numbers of outers, so high numbers of people recovering. So as quick as the number went up, it should come down just as quickly now.
Hopefully, yeah. And I wanted to mention about the temperature as well, because a lot of people ask what it's like in like December, January. These last few days have been a bit colder, and as you can see, it's a little bit cloudy today. It's been, at the minute, on this walk, it's about 21 degrees. And yeah, December, it's kind of like, we mentioned it in another video, like when it's sunny, not like today, today's just cold, but when it is sunny, in the sunshine, it's hot, and as soon as you move into the shade, it's cold. So like you literally have to pack for everything. Be prepared for all weather.
Yeah, we made a video on that, which you can go back and watch, where we explain that in a little bit more detail. Here's Rock Cafe in the middle of the day, quite a popular venue in the night time, with a live band on as well.
Yeah, luckily music's carried on, so everyone's happy about that, and they've got music there. And we're coming up to this little area where there's 7 pints and a few restaurants, and a lot's changed down here, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to walk past until now, and I went, actually, no, I'll go down here, because I just saw loads of new signs. I haven't seen these places before, so I think quite a lot's changed, but I can't tell you exactly. I didn't know it very well before, so I can't tell you exactly what's changed.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 or 3 new places.
Yeah, so the Italian on our right, I think, was always there. This tasty burger on the left, I think, is new.
That's different, yeah.
And then, of course, you've got 7 pints.
I think it's also places have like done up their signs and stuff.
Yeah, so this place, the Italian, was always
sure.
there. I think that's Taco Way, I think, is new.
Yeah.
Of course, 7 pints is there, which is great, especially on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can go watch the drag show in there. It's a comedy drag show, and it's really funny. The guys who do that, really good stuff.
That's cool. And at night, all this area and Main Street have really nice lighting. We're going to do a Main Street walk at night to show you guys the lights and show you guys the vibe at night. And this year, I was really impressed. I think they've done the lights a lot like better than I've seen it. I've been in like 3 Decembers, and this has been my favourite so far, for sure.
There's my feet. With some nice
one.
boots on. Just drop a comment in the box if you like my boots.
God, I bet there'd be no comments now, mate.
No, that'd be a shame, innit? Or drop a comment in the box if you don't like my boots.
Just let David know your opinion of his boots.
So that is the street down to Waikiki. And I don't know why I said it like that. It's a bit weird, wasn't it?
Bit.
Some surfers carrying surfboards. I thought that was a Fuerteventura vibe.
It is.
So yeah, this video was recorded at around about 11:30 in the morning. So this is kind of how busy the main street is at 11:30 in the morning, for those of you that haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah, and like I said, it is normal to have a little bit of a dip before Christmas in terms of like tourism and busyness, but I think this year is exceptionally even like more extreme. But everyone's saying they're hoping that towards Christmas it gets busier and people coming out, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are coming out. Again, if you're coming out, let us know in the comments.
As we mentioned in our last video, the update that Boris made it obligatory to have a test before you leave here to go back to the UK, I think that really put a worry in a lot of people's minds, because there's nothing worse than being on holiday, potentially testing positive before you're supposed to leave, and then having to find a hotel or somewhere else to stay for 10 days. You know, it's going to cost you a lot more money, and it could happen just by chance without you even knowing. So I understand the worry about that, and I think that's what's contributed to the low tourism at the moment.
Well, and the worry of things potentially changing again, because around this time is when there's been a lot of changes, like last year, like what happened to us. And like fingers crossed nothing does happen, but you never know, do you?
So there's a lot of work going on here at last. It's been a bit of a building site for over a year now. They started this in the first lockdown. It looks like they're finally finishing it. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's just apartments that they're building there.
I heard, oh no, I thought it was a car park at one point. I think it might be a car park.
I think there's going to be apartments and an underground car park, I think.
Okay.
So we just went past some nice Christmassy stars. You'll see them lit up in a video that's coming in the next couple of days.
Yeah, and as you can see, like that Samori, for example, would normally be really busy this time of day. But I guess it's not such a great day, and like we said, the tourism's dropped, so it's not great for those sort of businesses at the minute.
So coming up to the main street on our right-hand side here. Again, would normally be a lot busier this time of day. The weather is obviously contributing to that as well as the tourism at the moment. Maze and Alma as well on the right-hand side here.
On the street on your left up here is Rock Island Bar, where I play on a Wednesday night. If you fancy coming down to see me, I play there with Tasia, who's a great singer as well, so we'll be there Wednesdays at 9 PM if you pass by.
think it's quite important to mention that's Rock Island Bar. A lot of people get Rock Island and Rock Cafe confused.
Yeah.
So
I say to people, oh, I'm playing at Rock Island tonight. They go, oh, Rock Cafe. I'm like, no, Rock Island. Oh, yeah, Rock Cafe, no.
Yeah, make sure
Rock
you know the
Island.
difference between those two.
Yeah.
Quite a big difference.
Yeah. They're actually two different ends of the spectrum in terms of the experience as well.
Yeah. So across the road there is Gin Tonic and De Pinchos and what's the other one called?
Well, you forgot that, didn't you? I can't remember either. No.
Vintage.
What are you going? Oh, yeah.
So they're all normally open. In the evenings they'll be open. I think I've caught them when they're morning off. But they're normally open and pretty busy as well.
And at this spot here where you can see right now outside Vintage, there's often music. And it's nice. I walked past the other day. There was a girl that I didn't know. I've not seen her before, and she was really, really good. So it's quite nice to have a drink there, listen to the street music.
So we're coming up to the Atlantico Centre now. Kiwi's down here, of course, always quite busy is Kiwi. And we're heading towards Flicks Bar, which is where I work, of course. With the nightlife at the moment, it's quite strange. So nightlife starts going until 3 a.m. at the moment, but it does look like that this Thursday, of course, the rules will change again. And with the amount of high cases we've had in the last week or so, it's possible that we could go up to level 4. So nightlife could be changing coming this Thursday.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated with that. Like, no one can predict it, but there's been a lot of speculation that we go to level 4.
And I think if we do go to level 4, then there'll be an introduction of COVID passports, which means that the nightlife can operate if they use the COVID passports upon entry, and then they can open until 3 a.m. If they don't want to do that, then they'll have to close at 1 a.m., I believe.
So up ahead, you can see this giant present Christmas light. We're going to do another night walk soon, show you the Christmas lights here in Corralejo and into the old town. It's really beautiful, so we'll get that video done for you very soon.
And I want to make it very clear that subscribing to this channel really helps us out, and it is completely free. A lot of people don't understand that, so it's completely free to subscribe. So hit that button right now, and that would really help us out.
Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.